This is your places call. All performers, we are 2 minutes to on the air. Places.
My sister has it on her acting resume. She's got fine one, like special skills. Can fit in small spaces. Is one of her fancy the places, please? Now he remembers me.
All right, everybody, we are live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for Sing, 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 the sounds of Stafford, live and on the air with WSRCS Radio, Stafford, Virginia. Thank you, Staffordshire Sisters. For the next 90 minutes, we'll serenade you and swing you round with songs right out of the hit parade. With music director Jason Michael, pianist Kathy Hoskins, the WSRCS Radio Singers and Orchestra, and a cavalcade of great soloists. We are ready to entertain you wherever you call home. So sit back, relax, or better still, get on those dancing shoes, because it's time to sing, sing, sing!
Sing, sing, sing! Sing, sing, sing! Sing, 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 sing! All you got to do is sing! Sing, 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 sing! All you got to do is sing! All you got to do is sing. Girls and boys, make a noise. Just start singing with us. Sing, sing, sing. Everybody likes to sing, so the fall, winter, spring. These are all the times to sing. When the music comes around, just run in with You got notes that need expressing. It's gonna be calling you through the window. That's the only thing you gotta guarantee. You and just swing crescendo. Are you there? It's gonna be calling you through the window. That's the only thing you gotta guarantee. It's all beginning now. Feeling better, oh, so much better. Light as a feather, turn on forever. No more in dying, so there's more rising. Electrifying, we come to the horizon. Sing and sing, just sing.
Nothing says jazz quite like the sophisticated stylings of band leader Duke Ellington. So here we are with a medley of some of his greatest hits, featuring soloist Nancy Michael. What's it all about? Honey, it don't mean a thing.
Take the A train to go to Sugar Hill, way up to Mama. And if you miss the A train, so jump baby, you'll find you missed the quickest way to Mama. You better hurry. Get on now, it's coming. Listen to those birds are humming. Oh, get on the A train. Better not miss it. Soon you'll be on Sugar Hill in Harlem. Take the A train. Take the A train. Take the A train. Now, fire it up.
Always get that mood indigo since my baby said goodbye. In the evening when lights are low, I'm so lonesome I could cry. 'Cause there's nobody who cares about
Now let's have a big hand for the first of our great soloists, Shannon and Brad, with a duet made famous by Bing Crosby and the Andrews Sisters. The only country song ever to top the Billboard music chart, it's that hillbilly favorite, Pistol Packin' Mama.
I was drinking beer in a cabaret, and was I having fun? Till one night she caught me right, and now I'm on the run. Oh, lay that pistol down, baby, lay that pistol down. Pistol packing mama, lay that pistol down.
I see you every night, babe, and I'll woo you every day. I'll be your regular mama if you'll put that gun away. Oh, put that pistol down, babe, lay that pistol down. Pistol packing daddy, lay that pistol down.
Well, she shot out my windshield and hit me over the head. She pressed and cried and said out loud and wished that I was dead. Oh, lay that pistol down, babe, lay that pistol down. Pistol packing mama, lay that pistol down.
Happy made a batch of corn and the revenuers came. The draw was slow, so now he knows he can't do that to me. Oh, lay that pistol down, babe, lay that pistol down. Pistol packing daddy, lay that pistol down.
Great job, Shannon and Brad. Now, before we pause for our first commercial, we're going to hear one from the Great White Way. This new song from those masters of the musical, Richard Rodgers and Larry Hart, has recently been written for the upcoming revival of their 1927 Broadway hit, A Connecticut Yankee. Back on the boards after 16 years, the wicked wit of Larry Hart never fails to impress. Here with To Keep My Love Alive is our own comic femme fatale, Pat Janelle. Pat?
I've been married and often I've turned aside. I'm never a bridesmaid, I'm always bumped off every one of them to keep my love alive. Sir Paul was veiled, he looked a wreck to me. At night he was a horse's neck to me. So I performed an appendectomy to keep my love alive. Sir Thomas had insomnia, he couldn't sleep at night. I bought a little arsenic, he's sleeping well, all right. Sir Philip played the harp, I cussed the thing. I crowned him with the blast, that's the thing. And now he plays the harp, where it's just the thing to keep my love alive. To keep my love alive. I thought Sir George had possibilities, but his flirtations made me ill at ease. And when I'm ill at ease, I kill at ease to keep my love alive. Sir Charles came from a sanatorium and yelled for drinks in my emporium. I mixed one drink, he's in memoriam to keep my love alive. Sir Francis was a singer, a nightingale, that's why I tossed him off the balcony to see if he could fly. Athelton indulged in fratricide. He killed his dad, and that was patricide. One night I stabbed him by my matricide to keep my love alive. To keep my love alive.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
Everybody's saying Spam, the new miracle meat by Hormel.
And everybody's serving Spam quickly, easily for breakfast, lunch, dinner, supper, at the cotillion.
Smart ladies have discovered a brand new word for something good to eat. The last word in delicious meats. And it's so easy to serve, Spam.
Because it needs no refrigeration. You can keep Spam always on hand, ready for action.
Cold or hot, Spam hits the spot. Speak to your food dealer today.
Or else.
Say, Spam.
And we're back. And speaking of smart ladies, how about one of those mistresses of harmony, the Andrews Sisters, made popular after its premiere in the Abbott and Costello Laugh Riot, Buck Privates Come Home. Here are our wonderful ladies of song with Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy.
But then his number came up and he was gone with the draft. He's in the army.
is Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy, featuring our own Bugle Boy, Pat Neidig. Along with all of the WSRCS Orchestra.
Say, who is that walking into the studio?
Well, Bobby Sock, that's none other than the chair of our scholarship committee, Barb Leroy.
Hello, everyone. We hope you're enjoying our show with so many of the songs that you love. WSRCS delights in not only sharing our music, but also helping the next generation as well. In fact, we give a scholarship to encourage young musicians for years so far. During these times, we've tried to encourage you not only to do your part with the war effort, but consider the future and help us support the musical education for our local students through what we're calling educational bonds. Your donation will help us to exist and to continue to offer scholarships to our deserving high school seniors. We have two examples today for you. The first one is Davison Smith. Davison won our competition 2 years ago. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to have him perform for us yet. He's a student at University of Kansas, currently on spring break, majoring in music and biochemistry. I wonder if Uncle Sam will be able to do something with his talents. He's actively involved with several ensembles there at the university and currently on the dean's list with a GPA of 3.99. He will be playing West End Blues for us. We're delighted to finally feature him as well as a young man named Ryan Leith. Ryan also won our competition earlier this year. He not only plays the piano exceptionally well, you're going to love it, and he is a part of the North Stafford High School Marching Band and Wind Ensemble. In this group, he also plays keyboard, bass guitar in the pit, and trombone in the Wind Ensemble. He's played in the all-district band for 2 years now. He also plays bass in the jazz ensemble. Ryan plans to attend James Madison University and currently has a GPA of 3.9. He will be playing I Loves You Porgy from Gershwins' Porgy and Bess. But for now, please enjoy a solo from the young man you've already heard from our pit. Davison Smith will be playing West End Blues.
Before we hear our other scholarship winner, we need to pause for these commercial messages.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
Independent tobacco experts again named Independent tobacco experts again named Lucky Strike the first choice over any other brand. So for your own real deep down smoking enjoyment, remember LSMFT. Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. So round, so firm, so fully packed, so free and easy on the draw. That's Lucky Strike.
Thank you. And now, Ryan Leith with From Porgy and Bess. I loves you, Porgy.
Thank you, Ryan. We now continue with
Say, now who walked in? This place is like Grand Central Station. Oops. Grand Central Station?
Oh well, Bobby Sock. That's the chair of our Ladies Auxiliary in charge of creating raffle baskets to raise funds to help keep us on the air. Gabrielle Wazek. Gabrielle, what brings you here today?
Thanks for asking, Ken. So good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us here at WSRCS. It's that time of the program to introduce our raffle baskets. Our show stays on the air thanks to the donations from our listeners. Raffle tickets are 1 for $2, 4 for $5, and 7 for $10. So get your moolah ready to buy some raffle tickets for our Killer Diller basket prizes. To kick things off, we will announce our first winner now. Here for our Peeps basket winner.
Wow, that is fun.
Debbie L. Debbie L.
Oh my God.
Thank you, Deb. You can collect your basket at the end of our program. Stay tuned while we call the rest of the baskets later.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to close the first half of our program with another tribute to those two great brothers of song, George and Ira Gershwin, featuring soloist Ken Todd. Sadly, George is no longer with us, but his music sure is. Earlier, you heard I Loves You Porgy by the incomparable Ryan Leith. Now the full ensemble is going to sing for you a medley of tunes to remind you just how versatile those brothers were together. Afterward, we're going to take a 15-minute break while we prepare to bring you more great music in part 2 of our program. But don't touch that dial. WIGTRM in Chicago is going to cover for us until we return. This is Swingin' with the Gershwins.
Take that away from
And we'll be right back. See you in a few.
All right. All right, we are off the air.
Intermission.
Our winner is TC. TC. Oh, is it you? Congratulations. I will be announcing the rest of our winners after our program, so stay tuned. Thank you.
Audience ready? All right. We are live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the second half of Sing, 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 the sounds of Stafford, live and on the air on WSRCS Radio, Stafford, Virginia. And thank you, Staffordshire sisters, Gabrielle, Carol, and Nancy.
We continue our program with a medley of some great tunes written by Count Basie, Harry Warren, and Johnny Mercer, among others, with guest soloist Lisa Wright leading the Jersey Bounce, and the WSRCS singers back to sing for you, Why Nothing Could Be Finer.
Every
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special treat for you. You're all familiar with the music of that dynamic duo of song and wit, Rodgers and Hart. But have you ever heard of the music of Rodgers and Hammerstein? Well, that's right. This season, 1943, Richard Rodgers has taken a break from his writing partner of nearly 30 years to give a new partner a try. Set to open on March 31st in just a few weeks, their new show is to be called Oklahoma. Oklahoma, does that sound like a hit to you? Who knows? But we've been fortunate enough to arrange with them to preview on this program 2 of the songs in the upcoming musical comedy. So without further ado, here's soprano Gabrielle Watzik with Out of My Dreams, and then tenor Chris Moore will take us to Kansas City. Away we go.
Out of my dreams and into your arms I long to fly. I will come as evening comes to a waiting sky. Out of my dreams and into the hush of falling shadows when the mist is low and stars are breaking through. Then out of my dreams I'll go into a dream with you. Won't have to make up any more stories. You'll be there. Think of the bright midsummer night glories we can share. Won't have to go on kissing a daydream. I'll have you. You'll be real. Real as the white moonlighting the blue. Out of my dreams and into your arms I long to fly. I will come as evening comes to a waiting sky. Out of my dreams and into the hush of falling shadows when the mist is low and stars are breaking through. Then out of my dreams I'll go into a dream with you.
I got to Kansas City on a Friday. By Saturday I learned a thing or two. 'Cause up till then I didn't have an idea of what the modern world was coming to. I counted 20 gas buggies going by themselves almost every time I took a walk. And then I put my ear to a bell telephone and a strange woman started in to talk. What next? What next? Yeah, what? Gather round. Everything's up to date in Kansas City. They gone about as far as they can go. They went and built a skyscraper 7 stories high, about as high as a building ought to grow. Everything's like a dream in Kansas City. It's better than a magic lantern show. You can warm your hand or faders with an pith of real, and then you've got to find it. I don't know what to do. The privies in the rain and never wet your feet. They've gone about as far as they can go. They've gone about as far as they can go. They got a big theater they call the Burley Q. For 50 cents you can see a dandy show. One of the girls was fat and pink and pretty, as round above as she was round below. I could swear that she was padded from her shoulder to her heel, but then she started dancing, made me absolutely feel that every single thing she had was absolutely real. She went about as far as she could go. She went about as far as she could go.
Thank you, Gabrielle and Chris. Wonderful, wonderful. How exciting to hear new music. And the only time will tell if Oklahoma becomes a hit. Mr. Hammerstein hasn't had much of a success since Showboat in 1927, so let's wish him both the very best with this. He might need it.
Wowie! Hey, Ken, who's that elegantly dressed woman who just walked into the studio?
Well, Bobby Sock, speaking of show business news, it's none other than Betsy LeBar, our local answer to Hedda Hopper with the Stafford Showbiz Scoop. Welcome, Miss LeBar. The microphone is yours.
This is Betsy LeBar, your social reporter, bringing you the latest exclusive stories from Tinseltown. Orson Welles, on the 2nd anniversary of the radio broadcast that put America in a panic, is planning to entertain the troops with his magic act. Perhaps, Mr. Welles, you should stick to magic as a profession. Your latest film, Citizen Kane, seems to be a box office bomb and will soon be forgotten. Dear listeners, have you heard about the Hollywood Canteen? It's a club where soldiers, sailors, and Marines can enter free of charge. Dozens of Hollywood stars volunteer to wait tables, cook, and entertain our troops. The other night, one lucky soldier, who was the 1 millionth guest, was escorted into the club by none other than Marlene Dietrich and received a kiss from Miss Pinup Girl Betty Grable. Olivia de Havilland, our dear Melanie from Gone with the Wind, is in hot water with her studio. She is suing Warner Brothers for extending her contract beyond the 7-year limit. Jack Warner, take note. Melanie is no one to be trifled with. That's all for now, dear listeners. But remember what I always say. Strip away the tinsel from Tinseltown, Hollywood, and you'll find the real tinsel underneath. Until next time, this is Betsy LeBar. Have a wonderful evening.
We need to take a moment and lower the temperature after all that hot Hollywood gossip. Let's slow things down with that cool Cole Porter classic. This is Night and Day.
linger. Let's linger in the nighttime just a little longer with our guest soloist, Lisa Wright, singing Blues in the Night. Or as you might know it better, my mama done told me.
My mama done told me when I was in pigtails. My mama done told me, hon, a man's gonna sweet talk and give you the big eye. But when the sweet talking's done, a man is a two-face, a worrisome thing who'll leave you to sing the blues in the night. Now the rains are falling, hear the whistle calling, ooh-wee. My mama done told me, hear that lonesome whistle, blowing across the trestle, ooh-wee. My mama done told me, oh, ooh-wee. Oh, clickety-clacks echoing back the blues in the night. The evening breeze is dark, the trees still crying, and the moon'll hide its light. When you get the blues in the night, take my word, the mockingbird will sing the saddest kind of song. He knows things are wrong, and is right. From Manchester, Mobile, from Memphis to St. Joe, wherever the four winds blow. I've been in some big towns and heard me some big talk, but there is one thing I know. A man is a two-face, a worrisome thing who will leave you to sing the blues in the night. Ooh. My mama was right, there's blues in the night.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
Fresh up and smile. Like to feel your spirits rise? Like to smile? Then 7-Up is made for you. You'll love the fresh, clean taste. Its happy, bubbling sparkle. You'll like the way it quenches your thirst, the way it cools your mouth and throat, the way it gives you a fresh up. You can't help but just smile. You like it, it like you. 7-Up.
What would an American concert be nowadays without a tribute to the good men and women fighting the good fight overseas, right now against Hitler and the forces of darkness? Even as we share this music together today, Our allies, the Russians, are fighting for their lives in Stalingrad. Our boys are taking a beating at Guadalcanal. And news of the British defeat at Kasserine Pass is just starting to reach American wire services. The war, just as Mrs. Miniver has learned in Hollywood, is reaching our shores. But fear not, there are heroes everywhere. And one such hero is local gal Virginia Jinx Shaw, currently serving overseas in Australia and in Milne Bay with the Red Cross. Mrs. Shaw's little boy Billy occasionally sings with us, so we'd like to dedicate the next 2 numbers to her and to all the little boys and girls stateside that are waiting patiently for their patriotic mommies and daddies to triumphantly return. First off, we'll hear soprano Marcy Alessi sing What We're All Feeling, I'll Be Seeing You. And then our Mostly Men's Ensemble will lay tribute to our great country with Mr. Berlin's unofficial national anthem, God Bless America, featuring soloist David Garrison. Billy, if you're listening, this one's for you.
I'll be singing, 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 I'll
And now, one last word from our sponsor.
As smooth as a waltz, the full, fine flavor of Schlitz is loved all the more because it's neither harsh nor bitter.
Brewed with just a kiss of the hops.
America's most distinguished brew achieves the smoothness so greatly desired by those who want fine beer without bitterness. Schlitz.
Just a kiss of the hops.
None of the bitterness. The beer that made Milwaukee famous.
Schlitz!
Our program's winding down. So let's wind you all back up before we go. Here's Nancy Michael, Stafford's own Ethel Merman, with that great Rodgers and Hart number, The Lady is a Tramp. Take it away, Nancy.
I've wined and dined on mulligan stew and never wished for turkey as I hitched and hiked and grifted too from Maine to Albuquerque. Alas, I missed the Beaux-Arts ball, and what is twice as sad, I was never at a party where they honored Noel Coward. But social circles spin too fast for me. My whole Bohemia is the place to be. I get too hungry for dinner at 8. I like the theater but never come late. I never bother with people I hate. That's why the lady is a tramp. I don't like crap games with barons and earls. Won't go to Harlem in ermine and pearls. Won't dish the dirt with the rest of the girls. That's why the lady is a tramp. I like the free, fresh wind in confidential and read every line. That's why the lady's a tramp. I like a prize fight that isn't a fake. I love rowing on Central Park Lake. I go to opera and stay wide awake. That's why the lady's a tramp. I like the green grass under my shoes. What can I lose? I'm flat, that's that. I'm all alone when I lower my lamp. That's why the lady, that's why the lady, that's why the lady is a tramp.
Thank you, Nancy. Just 2 to go in our broadcast. We want to take this opportunity to thank you for tuning in today to WSRCS Radio and to St. Peter's Lutheran Church for letting us rehearse and perform this broadcast today.
And a big thank you to all of our donors, people who bought raffle tickets and donated to scholarship bonds, and in one way or another contributed to the success of today's broadcast. Gabrielle will be right back after the broadcast to draw those lucky winners.
And let's have a big round of applause for our announcers today, Carmela and Ken. Pat and Bobby Sa. Our intern announcer, John. And let's not forget our fabulous musicians, trumpets, Pat and Davison. On tenor sax, Jake. On trombone, Joshua. Bass, Sydney, and all-around percussion, Kevin. Our fine and fabulous accompanist, Kathy Hoskins. Sound engineers, Caleb and Stuart, and Caleb's mom, Stacy, who runs this whole place. And additional rehearsal accompanists, Carol Ye and David Landrum, not here today. Also to our program artist, Wendy Colby. I know many of you didn't get a program tonight because we ran out. What a wonderful thing to happen. And also to our slideshow artist, Laura Joy. Thank you. And thank you all for coming out tonight. And thank you out there in Radioland for tuning in to listen to us today.
And now, without further ado, we present my wife, Michelle, soloist in The Glory of Love. And we close our program with the song that defines swing, Glenn Miller's In the Mood. I know I am. Good night, everyone.
You've gotta give a little, take a little, and let your poor heart break a little. That's the story
going, but I'm going there fast. Tonight they're in the future and there isn't a past. We'll make it like the first time so it won't be the last. All I want to do is everything that you ask. Don't you know I'm really getting in the mood?
I do the fingers and they're ready to pop. When I get to grooving in the way I can stop. Baby, when we get there, then the joint's gonna hop. Gotta ride the feeling, baby, straight to the top. You gotta make my heart start in the flippity flop. Baby, can't you tell I'm getting in the mood?
In the mood.
The joint is jumping.
In the groove.
We're on to something.
In the mood.
The band is pumping. Swinging and swaying and rock and rolling.
Come on now.
We're gonna party.
I know how.
Yeah, to get started.
In the mood.
I'm gonna boogie. Oh, that jolly music now.
When the party's over, I just know where to go. Where the after hours people boogie, you know.
I wanna hang a while where the lights are real low. Whisper to me, baby, and we're taking it slow. And baby, if you're ready, then I'm ready to blow. Baby, I'm really getting in the mood.
In the mood.
The joint is jumping.
In the groove.
We're on to something.
In the mood.
The band is pumping. Swinging and swaying and rock and rolling.
Come on now.
We're gonna party.
I know how.
Yeah, to get started.
In the mood.
I'm going to boogie. Oh, that jolly music now. When the party's over, I just know where to go. And the after hours people boogie, you know. I wanna hang a while where the lights are real low. Whisper to me, baby, and we're taking it slow. Baby, if you're ready, then I'm ready to blow. Jumping, on something, the band is pumping, swinging and swaying and rock and rolling.
Come on now.
We're gonna party,
I know how.
yeah, to get started.
In the mood.
I'm with the boogie, blow that jolly music now.
Good night, everyone, and God bless America.